Hi guys, I'm here with my little buddy Winnie, and we're going to show you how to make another crochet snowflake. I have found a super easy one on Ravelry, which hopefully you know about. If you are a crocheter or knitter, you should know about Ravelry because it's got all kinds of great information and people sharing projects and patterns. A lot of them are free, especially these little projects like snowflakes. And this particular one was designed by Erangi Udeshika. And hopefully I didn't slaughter that name too bad. But she calls it a 5-minute snowflake. It's got 5 points, which is kind of nice. I like the ones that have uneven numbers of points. For some reason, those are more interesting to me. And then this one, it didn't take me quite 5 minutes. I mean, it took me a little longer than that, but not too much longer. It takes about a little over 4 yards of thread or yarn or whatever you're using. I measured mine and I took 4 yards and 7 inches, if that helps. And I am using standard crochet thread, which I think is like a size 10. This is what it looks like. This is an old ball of thread. I picked them up in the past from thrift stores and people who didn't want them anymore, that kind of thing. So let's get started. So you can see how big this is, about 2 inches across, thereabouts. All right, so she does start with a magic ring, which you know I avoid. So I'm going to do a slip knot, and I have found that the number of stitches I need for making a ring is dependent on the number of stitches that are going to go into the ring. So for this pattern, we're going to have 15 stitches that go into the ring. So I usually will do about half of that number, and that seems to work out pretty well because you don't want too many or it's going to be, you know, it's not going to tighten up well. So it's usually less than the number of stitches you're going to put into the round, and I seem to do well with about half that number. So we're going to do 8. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then we do a slip stitch into the first chain. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way so it's easier to see my stitches. Okay, so now the first thing we do is chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the ring. And once we start doing stitches into the ring, I want to hold my tail up at the top of the ring. And the reason for that is so that I crochet over it as I'm doing stitches into the ring, and that will allow me to cinch up this ring like a magic ring later on. Like a magic ring, but without the hassle, I think. Okay, so we do 2 double crochets and just keep that tail up at the top there. And then we start the pattern. So we do chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 double crochets into the ring. One double crochet, two, and 3. Okay, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to keep doing this pattern until we have 5 groups of 3 double crochets, counting that first group with the 2 double crochets and the 1 chain 3. So we've got 2 now, so we'll keep going. 3 more double crochets. Whoops, get my tail back here. Right. And I'm trying to cinch down my stitch after I do that chain 4, the first double crochet. I try and cinch that down so it's not all loosey-goosey after the long chain. Okay, so that's 2 and 3. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more double crochets. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And I see that I don't have that tail back up at the top, but I've got it wound through some of the stitches down there already. So all I have to do is, once I'm finished with the snowflake, go ahead and thread it through that those stitches around the ring a couple of times, and then I can cinch it down to make a smaller hole or no hole, depending on your preference. So back to our chain 4, 3, 4, and we've got 1, 2, 3, so we're on our 4th group. That got a little too tight there. There we go. Couldn't see the stitches. Okay. 2 and 3. Okay, where are we now? I'm gonna scooch that down. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups. So we did our last chain 4, that's what you end with, and then you do slip stitch into the top of that chain 3 at the beginning of the round. Okay, slip stitch, actually now I need to move those back. Okay, so that was round 1. Now we just have round 2. So we start round 2 by making our way over to a chain space, to the next chain space. So we're just going to do another slip stitch into this double crochet. Whoops. Where'd you go? You can skip this if you want. You can just go right to the chain space, but I like making it look a little tidier. So, okay, slip stitch into the chain space. Now you're going to do a chain 1 and a single crochet. And then you're going to start your pattern. And basically what you're going to do is create these 3 picots that are in each one of these chain spaces, okay? So we're doing 2 short ones and 1 long one. So we start with a chain 4 for one of the short ones, 2, 3, 4, and then you just go back to the chain space and attach that chain to make a picot. Attach it with a single crochet. So now you've got single crochet, chain 4, single crochet. Now we're going to do the long one, which in her pattern she says chain 6 or 8. I did 8 in this one, so it's up to you, you know, how long you want to make it. I think it looks good with 8, so I'm going to stick with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we do single crochet again to attach it to the ring, and then we just do a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another single crochet. You might have to scoot your stitches over to fit it. Okay, so now we've got our picots, our 3 little picots in that chain space. So we're just going to continue around, and between those we skip the double crochets and just do a chain 3 to get over to the next chain space. So now we're going to do single crochet, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet, now a chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single crochet to attach it. Scoot those over. Okay, and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another single crochet, and we're finished with that chain space. We've only got 3 more to go. So now we're going to skip the double crochets and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we get to the chain space and start with a single crochet. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet to attach it. Chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single crochet to attach it in that same chain space. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet to attach it. Oops, get my tail out of the way there. Okay, and we are done with that chain space. We've got those 3 picots. Okay, so chain 3 to get across the double crochets. Whoops. Get a little excited and pull too hard and it goes crazy. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet into the chain space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet to attach. Oh, somebody just snuck a treat to Winnie.
A peanut.
A peanut. So that's not me making chewing noises. That's the doggy. Okay, so we finished our chain 4. Now we do chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, 7 and 8. Attach with a single crochet. We're getting there, guys. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a single crochet to finish that chain space. Okay, we've only got 1 left, so we skip the double crochets, do chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we start with a single crochet in the chain space. Come on. Oh, something's screwy here. Hold on. Hold the phone. There we go. Okay, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then a single crochet to attach to the chain space, then a chain 8, our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Single crochet, which I gotta scoot that over to make room. Okay, and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and attach with a single crochet stitch. That's the last chain space. Now we just need to do our last chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch at the beginning of the round. Slip that through, and we are done. Cut your tail, and ta-da! You have a 5-minute snowflake. Like I said, took me a little longer than 5 minutes, but it's really cute, and I think it will look really nice after you stiffen it and block it. I did do some more blocking and stiffening of snowflakes. These aren't the same pattern, but this is the next one I'm going to do. The next one I'm going to show you. And they came out so nice with these points. I did read some more instructions online about using the stiffy stuff, the Mod Podge, and several people suggested mixing it with water, like 1-to-1, and then it won't be so crunchy. They didn't use that word, but that's kind of what I was trying to avoid.
And these are much nicer, I think. They still hold their shape and their points, but they're not crunchy. So that's what I'm going to do with these, is stiffen them. I did get all 5 points, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I will sew in the ends on this one and tighten it up in the middle like that. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Bye.